Oh my yes. Hello, 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 and a happy hump day to all. We're live. It's Wednesday, and I'm in the dark, lurking in the shadows, if you will. This light really makes my face just look red, swollen, puffed up. Might have to change that. Might not. It's actually kind of a soothing atmosphere I got going on in here right now. Hope everyone is well. It is time indeed, Cordelia. It is time indeed. How's your Wednesday treating you? Hopefully well. Hopefully well. We got a couple things to look at today. We got some Google to look at, some more steak science. We might watch some back rooms today. We might do some other things. We're going to be going for a little while. This will be, I'll announce this probably a couple times throughout the stream. This will be the final stream for the week. There will be no Friday stream this week. My dear grandmama is a bit of a painter and an artist, and there is a big thing Friday night celebrating local artists, and all of her stuff is being featured, and it's right at my normal stream time, so I'm going to go celebrate my grandmama's art. It's going to be very, very fun. But that being said, there will not be a Friday stream this week. Let's dive into some Guga to get this started. I am, again, playing a very risky game right now because we're about to watch a whole bunch of steaks get cooked, and I am fasting like crazy right now. Torture it is, I suppose. Torture it is. Take a look. We're going to bow that music down just a little bit. Just a little bit there. See what some Guga's got going on.
Special ingredient. Sanbao. It is a spicy, savory sauce that is so
chili
versatile
oil
that it goes along with almost everything. And we are about to soak steaks with it. But before we do that, just in case you don't have access to Sanbao, let me show you how it's actually made. You're gonna need a good amount of ingredients. You first start with some oil into the pan. Then you throw in garlic and shallots. Then you want to throw in some red hot chili pepper, followed by bird's eye chili.
By the way, I tried to say
sure
I'll
be
be
there.
there.
Of color. Then you want to throw everything into the blender, blend it on high, and back into the pan it goes. Because once you cook it for a little bit and reduce it until the consistency you're happy with, you're left with this, sanbao. And like I said before, friends,
Sanbao. That looks very tasty. I love
in order to
spicy
see
stuff.
what
You guys
would
big
do
on
to a
spicy
steak, I
stuff or
went ahead
no?
and grab the beautiful one. This is a 2-inch thick ribeye, prime grade,
look at
and
that thing.
perfect for this experiment. So I started by adding a little bit of sambal on the bottom of the pan. Then I placed the steak right on top, and I went ahead and covered the whole thing with the sambal. I'll be honest with you. This
I don't know, spicy and
chili
steak don't go
flavorful
together for me. I don't
sauce
know what it
the
is.
most addictive thing I've tried. Lately, my
Anything
spice
with
tolerance
beef,
has
I
been
don't
going
like
up,
super
and out of
spicy.
everything
Chicken,
I've tried,
fish,
this
all
has
that type of stuff,
been
I
my
love
favorite.
hot
So I
sauce.
cannot
But
wait to
anything
see
with
what will
beef, I
happen
just
to this
really
steak.
can't
As
do.
now into the refrigerator it goes. Because are you familiar with this sauce, harissa? It's used a lot in the Middle East, especially Morocco and Tanzania. Now, unlike sambal, this one is slightly sweeter, and that's because it uses red bell pepper. And I'm curious
Those
to
look
see
pretty
what a
good.
steak soaked in this will taste like. If the smell is any indication, this is about to be a real good one. As now into the refrigerator it goes for a long time.
Started using smoked paprika and cayenne. Yeah, both are great. I love paprika.
Smoked
Smoked paprika is
Has
amazing.
changed, but check this out. I can immediately tell how the penetration went deeply in there. And when I put it on top of the cooling rack and started removing even more, I immediately noticed there's no pinkness whatsoever. That sauce literally started eating the steak, penetrating deeply in there. Now here's the interesting thing.
Oh, yeah,
is
that
I did
got in
not
there real
soak a
nice and
whole
good.
rib roast. So because this is a single
Benny
steak, I'm
Bob.
gonna go ahead and trim nothing out. Just holding it on my hand, there's a lot of things to tell. Now it's not tender. It feels like the sanbao actually started curing and cooking the steak. So this is about to be a steak like no other. But I was ready, so I went ahead and seasoned it with salt and pepper, a generous amount. Because remember, we got one more to go. This one is the harissa. And unlike the sanbao, it's not runny. It's solidified. Kind of like a paste. It was much harder to dig in, so I'm hoping that it preserved the steak even more. But as soon as I
Is that steak or a cabbage? That is a ribeye, believe it or not. That is a ribeye, dry aged and hot sauce. What's going on, Rich?
Close to the
How's your hump day treating you? Hopefully well, hopefully well.
Thickness underneath. So I'm very curious to see how the flavor differences is going to be. I went ahead and kept the seasoning the same for both of them. A generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. And to have a true comparison, I went ahead and
uses so much more salt and pepper than
this
I do
one
on my
is
stuff.
Just like the other two. There are some fun facts.
I've been
about this
going a
book that you
lot
must know.
less.
It's
Always love a
straight
hump
from
day.
Riverbend
Oh, it's going
Ranch,
well. It's going
aged
well
for
so
20
far. I had planned on going to the gym all 6 days this week, taking Saturday off. I had to take today off. I went back to weight training on Monday. I did a whole lot of triple sets on a whole lot of machines, and I'm telling you, I can't raise my arm past this right now. I lifted so hard on Monday. Sunday, I did cardio in the pool. Monday, I weight trained my arms. Yesterday, I did cardio in the pool again. I took today off. I did plan on weight training again, but I don't want to overdo it on my arms. I'm just getting back to it again. So I decided to hold off. I will be going Friday. To weight train again. I will be doing more cardio tomorrow, but man, the halfway point of the week, I needed a day off. My biceps are on fire. Absolute fire. It hurts to lift my arms right now. In a good way, though. Not in a bad way, like I hurt myself or damaged a joint or something. The good burn. But man, definitely needed a day of downtime to hydrate and everything else today. I've had 3 saunas this week. I'll have 2 more saunas. I don't know if I want to say bulking up, Ridge. I think just with how much weight I'm losing, it's really hard to not lose muscle mass when you're losing this much weight. So not really bulking up, and I'm trying to maintain the muscle I do have. Because if you look at my last BIA scan, which I can pull it out if you're curious on the actual number, my lean muscle mass is already ridiculous. My lean muscle mass currently is more than a lot of people weigh total. So I do have a very fair amount of muscle. Hard not to when your body is carrying around 500 pounds for all those years. You're definitely going to build some muscle deep underneath there, but I'm just trying to maintain that for the most part. And also, if anything, I literally can't. Oh, it hurts. I'm trying to bulk up the arms a little bit. I'm trying to get the arms looking a little better. If anything, I am trying to bulk the bicep, tricep region, just because I am starting to get so much loose skin going on that I really, really need some muscles to fill it up there. But definitely took a break today because, woo, it hurts.
America, straight from Idaho. All of the ones that were previously soaked was just like this. I kept the seasoning the same with this one also, because now that they were ready, in order to have a true meal, I went ahead and made an incredible side dish. This one will not only play with flavors, but also texture. Let me show you how easy it is to make. First, get yourself some wonton wrappers. You can find this in any Asian supermarket. Now go ahead and chop them in strips just like this and break them apart. Now for the filling, this is where it gets interesting. In a bowl, throw in some ground beef,
shrimp.
scallions,
Is it shrimp wrapped in beef?
white pepper, salt, garlic, and of course MSG. Now mix everything together and combine these ingredients. As then you want to grab some shrimp. Now here's where the magic happens. Go ahead and wrap that ground beef all around the shrimp, then roll the whole thing in the wonton wrappers and set them aside just like this. Now heat up some oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and immediately throw them in there. It's gonna take a little bit to cook and crispen up, because as soon as they become golden brown, go ahead and take them off, plate them, now glaze them with some okonomiyaki sauce, followed by some Kewpie mayo, and finish the whole thing with some green onions, because this is today's side dish.
I love a little surf and turf. I don't know about shrimp wrapped in ground beef,
flavor,
that doesn't sound that appealing to me.
Because in the end of the day, we are about to have
that does not sound so appealing.
As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill them. So let's do it.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. My visceral fat levels are still showing really, really high. It's one of my big focuses right now is trying to get that down. I do have an appointment with my weight loss doctor next week. Since I do have questions on the accuracy of the visceral fat readings on my BIA scan, I am going to try and convince my weight loss doctor to have me do a CAT scan. A CAT scan is by far the most accurate method of checking on your visceral fat. So I am very, very curious if I'm going to be able to do that or not. But it's good you're walking. Go back to upper body too. It's awesome. Upper body is all I can do. I cannot train my legs at all, which sucks due to my knees. I am swimming. I'm doing resistance laps in there to give my legs some form of exercise. But Upper body works, man. Upper body works. As long as you're working something, it's good. It's good. Motion creates emotion. Just keep pushing forward. Keep doing things. That's all that matters. As long as you're doing a little something, something every day, you're going to be good. I shouldn't have watched ribeyes when I was fasting. I shouldn't have done it. Now that we do have a couple more people in stream too, I said I'm going to announce this a couple times throughout the stream. This is the final stream for the week. I will not be live Friday. My grandmother is being featured at an art exhibit. She is quite the artist and painter and watercolors and all sorts of cool stuff. So her art show is literally my normal streaming block for Friday, and I'm really not going to have time to stream tomorrow. So today will be the final stream of the week. He actually overcooked that one a little bit. Look at the gray in there. That one he didn't. Holy shit.
Before moving forward,
oh yeah, she's been an amazing painter. I have her artwork all over my house. Every time she does, she has just rooms full of paintings, and she always invites me over to pick some out to bring home. And actually my favorite painting of all time for you guys that watch my weigh-ins, the big yellow painting hanging on the wall in all of my weigh-in videos, that is probably my favorite painting she has ever done. Phenomenal, just obscure. It's just really cool. I love that painting with a fiery passion. That's why I'm always showing it off in the videos. However, no one's ever mentioned it. So.
Cooking. There's not a lot of time to take care of me. And honestly, making a doctor's appointment feels way more annoying than it should. It is allergy season, and I was putting off an appointment since my mango tree started flowering. But the hassle of finding the right doctor close to me and available had me saying, I'll do it later. Later became next week, next month. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful feast, gentlemen,
God,
with an
good.
incredible side dish. Are you guys ready?
This looks amazing. The steaks look massive. That side dish looks humongous. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of food, and it looks delicious. I cannot wait to get into this.
I'm excited for this one.
Me as well. So this is our side dish. We're gonna start here. I want you to be honest, okay? I want you to let me know exactly what you're feeling when you're trying each one of these steaks, because they're quite special. And lucky for you both, it's not nasty, it's not crazy, it's just nice.
Thank you.
Enough talking, we're gonna dig in right here. Please, jump
Control
in, guys.
steak, let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. This is what they serve you in heaven.
This is an amazing steak. As soon as you take a bite, the first thing I taste is like that nice smoky.
I love the
charcoal
science
flavor
experiments,
you
but that
get from it.
control
And then
steak
those
alone,
beefy notes come in with a slight hint of funk.
Oh,
This
ribeye,
is
my beloved.
Delicious. It tastes dry aged and it tastes really good.
This is probably one of the best dry ages I've had. I really taste that funkiness on the steak, but as well is the charcoal flavor. It combines so well.
This is a fantastic start, and I like how thick you cut these slices, bro. This is like the perfect portion.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Yes.
I want to know, okay? Let me know, give me your true, honest opinion over here. You are about to be in.
Ooh.
You smell something?
This one smells totally different. I don't even smell steak. This one smells like spices, not really like heat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
That one made me dance, everybody.
This is a totally different flavor.
The one thing I would say about, I enjoyed the flavor, the spices that you added to the steak, but it is too overpowering. I don't feel the beefiness of the actual steak.
I agree that.
That's what I'm saying with hot
It
sauces
tastes
and
so
stuff
good. What do
like
you
that.
think?
I feel it
Before
just
say
takes
anything, what
away
do you
from the
think?
I
beef
think it
flavor. That's
has
why
a very
I
similar
never,
flavor
ever,
to
ever use hot
Tabasco
sauce on anything with
without
beef.
the
Maybe like a
vinegar.
taco that
I
was
get
like
no
all
vinegar,
loaded
it's
up with
just
some
like,
other
I guess
stuff,
that-
maybe,
that
but like
mix
just
of,
anything
like,
straight
herbs and
beef, there's no
spices
way
are
I'm
really
using hot
nice,
sauce.
But I agree with Sebastian and Guga that you don't feel the beef as much.
But at the same time, it's just a wonderful flavor in your mouth, and I really, really enjoy that. Before we jump on to the next one, are you guys ready for some side dish? Because this one looked crazy.
I don't even know what's going on here,
All
Guga.
right, you're about to find out. I'm not telling you.
Can I go with my hand?
Yes, go for your hand. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, 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 wow. You guys say something.
It's crispy, but my favorite thing is those sauces that you added. It's that mayo and that sweet teriyaki sauce.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow, that was
I don't know about
I think
those.
that's
like
the
most
best
of the side
dish I've
dishes
eaten so
usually
far.
seem
I love how
super
on the outside
appealing
you
to
have
me.
that
I
nice
don't know about
crunchy
those
bite,
ones.
But then you get past
I'm not
that and
sure
it's
on that,
nice,
if that's something I'd
soft,
enjoy or not.
tender meat. You have some ground beef, you have some shrimp, and it just has such
That
a
just the
nice
shrimp
mouthfeel
wrapped in
to
beef.
it.
I don't know about that. I
this
love
side
surf
dish
and
for
turf.
it.
I love
A lot
meat and
of
shrimp
flavor
at the
on
same
that
time,
variety.
but together in the
Next
same
level,
bite,
everybody.
I don't know.
Let's go for that.
I don't know. I gotta
Guys.
alternate between the two for me to
What
enjoy
happened,
it.
Leo?
I mean, everything's smelling like Tabasco to me over here.
Yeah.
Without the vinegar, but just the peppers.
It gives me like a tingling feeling in my nose. Like it's like I'm
Without
about
even
to
taking
sneeze.
a bite.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah, this one has a more bright pepper flavor, and you can actually feel like a little bit more heat.
and do you feel the heat?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel
Beef
the
wrap
heat.
shrimp straight to jail.
I
That's what
like
I'm
this.
saying, dude. Like that doesn't compute for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That does
I'm
not
gonna go
compute
on
for
a
me.
limb and say it. I don't know what you guys think, but that is amazing, everybody. That is fantastic.
And you know what I like about this one? I can actually taste the beef a little bit more than that middle one.
I agree. Well, let's find out which one is number one for you. Which one, Leo?
I'm gonna go with that last one.
I have to agree. It's such a delicious. What about you, Sebastian?
I'm not gonna lie, Guga. I would go with the control just because I'm not a huge fan of the pepper feel.
I'm with Leo today. Me and you are the same. That is such a wonderful, delicious flavor. And even after I took a
Such
bite,
a
I still feel
wonderful,
it. No,
delicious flavor. Yeah. Oh, we can do some back rooms. Let's see what Max and Meat guys got.
Deepest
keep watching some food
corners
stuff.
of the ocean. Let's find out if the world's most extreme seafood actually tastes good.
Woo!
Starting at sea level with a fish you've probably only seen in a can, albacore tuna. Albacore are among the ocean's most relentless predators, often exploding through schools of bait fish as they hunt. And this right here is a whole albacore tuna.
Remember
Just
last
check
stream we
out
found the
these
albacore tuna, the blue,
crazy
actually it was a
fins
big
that they use
bluefin
to swim
tuna
at
that
over
sold for like
50 miles
millions
an
of
hour
dollars.
before
Mind blowing.
exploding on the surface to feed. Now, because we're still at sea level, the total water pressure is 0 psi, meaning my phone is perfectly safe right here. But as we go deeper, we'll be simulating the crushing power of the ocean's pressure. If there was ever a time to whip out the tuna slicer, this would be it. And we'll just go right down the middle and just take a look at
Whoa,
that.
I love
What you
tuna
might
steak.
not know is that
Tuna
albacore
steak is
the
so
same
good.
tuna used to make canned tuna, so that's what we're gonna attempt to recreate. We'll slice down the middle like so, and carefully remove that meaty loin. I have never seen a fillet
Nice
of
rare
tuna
tuna
this
steak.
clean and
Oh,
white, but keep in mind that
so
the
good.
seafood will keep getting crazier until we reach some truly alien species. We'll start by just seasoning it with a bit of salt, and we'll very gently add it to our jar. Also throw in just a bit of the belly meat for some richness, finishing with a bay leaf, some peppercorns, and we'll top it off with some olive oil. And as you can see, that right there is the perfect fit. And we'll just get our beautiful jars of tuna right into the canner. For our first ever attempt at canned tuna, we'll lock it in place.
I want a can
and
stuff. I would
we'll
love to
get
be
our
able to
tuna
can
cooking
stuff, have a nice
under
garden
pressure.
going,
We're
do a
cooking
whole
at
bunch of
10
canning
PSI,
stuff. My
which for
parents do it all the
reference
time. My
should be
parents are
enough to
huge
crush
on
this
canning.
mint, but there's only one way to find out. Safety first. Honestly, I don't know which one's more dangerous for me right now. Come on. Oh, nice. And just like that, our canned tuna should finally be done. Check it out, they're freaking bubbling in there. That is crazy. Our tuna definitely looks cooked through at this point. There's a
Interesting.
significant amount of moisture in there. We'll crack it open and we'll see what we got inside. That is a jar-shaped hunk of albacore tuna. That just looks wild. And if you look closely, it actually looks like it's got some decent moisture in there. So interesting how it flakes apart, but definitely still
Looks
has
so
that
much better than canned tuna.
texture. To really compare this canned tuna, we'll of course whip up a quick tuna salad with some mayo, mustard, celery, and onion. Definitely seems to have this somewhat dense texture. I am very interested to see how this tastes. Homemade canned tuna. Okay, so we have two versions here. One is still in the can. Show me how it's done.
I can't get it off. Dude!
That's why you go away from the face, Kyle.
Covered in tuna juice
You're
now.
perfect. What do you guys say we start with our tuna salad?
credit where credit's due. That is like the best tuna I've ever had.
I thought it would be dry, but it is so juicy and it just tastes fresh.
It looks extremely
all that
dry,
olive
it
oil.
looks extremely dense, but then you bite into it and it has this incredible texture.
Spot on for how a good canned tuna should taste.
All right, what did you say we taste the actual tuna by itself?
That looks wrong. That
Shape is interesting.
a little dry.
Can we get a slow-mo on that swallow? You barely got that thing down.
So it's so dry. I wouldn't really be eating a can of tuna out of a can straight. I'd be putting it.
Who's
in
eating
mayo
dry
and
tuna
sandwich.
out of a
So
can,
I
though?
actually
That's the
think
real
this is a pretty
question.
solid
Who's
canned
doing
tuna.
that?
What I appreciate is that it's not fishy and it doesn't taste like cat food despite smelling like it.
Yes. At the end of the day, though, it's still just canned tuna. I feel like a B is fair.
I think I'm gonna go A tier.
It all comes down to Kyle.
I'm giving it an A.
What it means is we are starting off hot with an A tier. Next up, we are stepping down to just 1 foot below sea level with sawagani crabs. While technically a freshwater crab living in shallow water, they are highly prized and only available a couple weeks a year, so we need to include them. And what we have here are our first live crabs of the day. Shipped all the way in from the countryside of Japan, these are the
Interesting.
super rare live sawagani crabs. Wow, they are definitely live. Okay. God, they are moving. Ah, look at him go. He is so lively. Look at that dude. What a beast. Look at the way they go from upside down to right side up. Dude, these things really know how to move. The question is, can they bite? Ow! Ah, he didn't really bite me, but it just scared me. All right, so the next step, we need to humanely dispatch them, AKA knock them out, and it'll also help clean them off. They're giving me the creepy crawlies, but if you look close, they're actually a quite
Humanely
beautiful little
dispatch.
crab. It's been about 15 minutes. Now it's into the seasoned potato starch. And all covered. And finally, it's into the oil to fry because what we're making is karage sawagani. Very similar to the famous Japanese karage chicken. And because these are soft shelled, we can eat the entire thing. These little guys look adorable. Of course, pairing with a little drop of karage sauce for each crab, and we'll plate them up. What we're left with is our beautiful army of karage.
I don't know about crab
soft-shell
guts. I've never been
sawagani
one for
crabs.
lobster
They
or crab
almost
guts.
look too good to eat. All right, we are still very close to the surface, but these guys look awesome. Sawagani crabs. Very seasonal, very difficult to find except for this exact time of year. Cheers. Very crunchy.
Extreme crunchiness.
Almost too crunchy, but not quite.
Crunchy on the outside, very juicy and soft on the inside.
I like them.
It's like a creamy crab something on the inside and then an extreme crunch on the outside.
It's almost brain and GI tract and all that
It's the
stuff.
roe
See, I don't
on the
know.
inside
I don't know
that we're
about
mostly
that.
eating
I'm
that's
really
giving
not
that
sure on that one.
creaminess. But yeah, that outer shell reminds me of like a savory chip. I feel like this deserves a very solid B tier.
I think these are a very solid B tier.
I'm waiting for some of this seafood that really blows my mind. These are good, but they're not my favorite. I think a C is fair.
Kyle, trust me, as we go deeper, your mind is gonna be blown.
Do not tell me we got one of those things with the light hanging out in front.
You shall see. What it means is our
And
sawagani
anglerfish,
crabs
Noah.
are getting B tier.
There's
We are
no way
descending
they got an
down
anglerfish.
30 feet below sea level, the height of a 3-story building with sea
Urchins?
urchin. Believe it or not, their
I've
close
heard urchins
relatives are
really, really
starfish
good.
and sand dollars, and their sharp spines protect them from predators while encasing the buttery rich delicacy called uni. This right here is extremely special. What we have are real live sea urchins, aka uni. It is extremely rare to find them fresh and
Oh,
alive like
horrifying
this.
looking.
If you look closely, you can actually see them moving. They have these slightly prickly needle-like antennas and are truly one of the world's most premium ingredients. Needless to say, this process is very new to me. Basically just cutting off the top here, getting it open like so. It's extremely hollow on the inside. Real uni. This is crazy seeing it in this format. Typically just see it right on top of a piece of
Just done it
sushi
in with
or,
some
like,
scissors,
big
just
trays.
hack it right
This
open.
is so
Goodness.
cool. Looking closely, it's got some crazy texture to it. Kind of reminds
It's like
me
a
of like
tongue.
a
Yeah.
Harvesting these is not easy.
3 hours later.
To assemble, we'll start by combining some creme fraiche with a bunch of those beautiful pieces of uni, and we'll blend it up. That looks insane. In the meantime, we'll cook up some garlic and shallots. Now we go in with some beautiful and spicy Calabrian chilies. And finally, we'll deglaze with some wine. Now it's time, we'll make our pasta. Crack this in half so it fits better.
Oh, Max, that's illegal. illegal.
What's the worst that could happen?
Freeze! You're under arrest for aggravated assault of this here pasta.
I didn't do it.
You have the right to be an attorney.
How much time I got?
We're leaving that up to the judge. Yeah, I got one more sicko coming in. Your Honor, my client...
Fettuccine with urchin sauce. What
Max
a
is
time
innocent.
to be alive.
This pasta is perforated. The defense rests. I find the defendants guilty.
I really can't tell if I love it or hate it.
It's a very fishy, rich food.
It has to be incredibly fresh and high quality. If there's even a little funk to it, it just weirds me out.
I love uni. It tastes like how a pool smells.
I don't think I've ever been in a pool and been like, yo, I want to eat more of this.
A little spa water.
As a man who
mixed
took a
with
mouthful of
little
chlorine water in the pool
seafoody
yesterday, I can confirm that you
situation.
definitely
I
don't
know
want
why,
to eat
but
that.
I love it.
And the texture of custard.
I keep
Yes.
screwing up my
Let's move on
breathing.
over
Like, I keep
to
going
the
out my
actual
arms and my
pasta.
face.
This
I
is
just like
something
hork down a bunch of water. Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
The flavor of the uni still comes through,
Yes.
but it's subtle.
I love this one.
I like the uni whole better than in this pasta.
This pasta is like a 10 out of 10 for me. The uni's like a 5 out of 10.
Why are
But
they
if you're
using
gonna
the
try
dead
uni, it's
urchins
your
they
first
harvested
time,
as a
this might be
plate?
Nice way to do it. I actually think I'm going A tier.
I think a B is fair.
I love uni.
You know, she's giving it an S for spa water.
Yeah, S for spa water.
It's gonna be an S for spa water.
What it means is our uni has made its way to A tier. We have made it down 75 feet, where we're now under 3 times the pressure of sea level with ivory king salmon. King salmon are the largest, fattiest Pacific salmon, and this rare ivory variant is found in only a very small fraction of the population.
I love salmon. My problem is I really love wild salmon, wild caught. The price of wild caught salmon right now is getting utterly absurd. I found it, there's only one store locally I can find wild caught salmon. $26 a pound last I saw. Insane. Absolutely insane.
I cannot believe
Utterly
we actually
ridiculous.
got our hands on this. This is an ivory king salmon. Not only is it king salmon, making it the world's most premium, but it is also albino. It has this extremely rare genetic variation that apparently leads to this almost snow white flesh.
Don't eat me!
And just fillet like normal. Cannot wait to see what it looks like. Just kind of following the backbone and slicing through like so. Take a look at this freaking salmon fillet. Notice how some of it is that
You see the
ivory
farm-raised
albino
ones, how they
color,
actually
and
add the
others are
color
more
to the
orange.
farm-raised
I
ones
just
through
learned
the
that this
feed.
is what's
Like, man,
known
I
as
don't
a
like that whole
marbled
process.
albino salmon, and it's even more rare. Apparently, only 5% of albino salmon look like this. As you can see, just a completely different look than a regular piece of orange salmon. And what we have planned for this one is extremely exciting. We'll start by placing down half of our salt and sugar cure, sort of forming like the base for our salmon. Gently placing down our albino salmon, and we'll finish by covering in the cure. Just a little bit of dill right over the top, and we'll tightly wrap it up. And we'll get it in the fridge for the next few days.
3 days later.
And just like that, it has been 3 days, and just check out how much moisture's come off this thing. I will just unwrap our buried treasure, immediately smell that amazing dill flavor. Oh, this
I
thing
love
is
dill.
so much more firm at this point. I think it's literally stiff as a board. And we'll give it a quick rinse. I mean, this has got to be the craziest looking piece of salmon I've ever seen, but our albino
Gained a
loss
whole bunch of
should
color,
be
too.
done. Now, the key is taking extremely thin slices right against the grain like so. The texture is so crazy, it's almost gummy, which I think is actually perfect. It's maintained that really interesting light color, and it looks super tender. Now, in the spirit of our albino salmon, let's make an albino lox bagel. So we, of course, start with a plain white bagel. To be a little extra healthy, I am
You call
just
these
gonna
bagels?
pull out the inside of our bagel, you know, a low carb situation.
Max, that's illegal.
I'll be fine.
You're under arrest for aggravated
Not
assault
again.
and murder
What?
of that bagel
Ah.
right there. Resist
I'm not
it.
resisting!
Stop it!
I'm not resisting!
Stop it! Tell it to the judge. You got a lawyer?
I need a new one. And we'll add on the cream cheese. For an authentic albino bagel, we'll add on the white onion, a nice
Is this a real thing?
of a light colored tomato. That'll hit with a touch of flaky salt. Some nice thin slices of a white skinless cucumber. That will get arranged right on top. Finally, some beautiful
I have
slices
never
of
seen
our
anything like this
albino
before.
lox. And finally, a few white sesame seeds to tie it all together. I give you an authentic albino lox bagel. Let's see
Good
how it
gravy.
tastes.
That probably is really
Albino
good, though.
lox bagel. There's something about that combination of flavors. I do not know who invented the lox bagel, but thank you. It is kind of difficult to actually taste the albino salmon, so for that reason, we are also going to taste a piece of pan-seared albino salmon and compare it to normal salmon. Let's start with the albino.
Tastes like albino-y.
It has a very strong salmon flavor. If you like that, then it's great, but it's different than the typical salmon you buy in stores, I feel like.
Raw
I'm
salmon's
getting
really good,
mackerel
though.
flavor because of that fishiness.
I'm almost getting to the point I
Bloodline,
prefer raw
strong,
salmon to
irony
cooked.
flavor.
Salmon.
Let's compare it
Why
to
did
a
I say
regular
salmon?
piece of salmon. Completely different.
This
Salmon,
albino
salmon,
salmon is actually a
salmon,
major
salmon,
disappointment.
salmon,
It is
salmon.
way fishier than a normal piece of fish. Then you have it next to the normal salmon. That one tastes 10 times better than this. But in the cure form, it was amazing.
Like, I don't necessarily think it's bad. It's just strong, and I think there's certain people that prefer that, whereas the store-bought one kind of tastes like nothing.
Feels like it has a higher fat content. I definitely like that normal salmon more.
I think other cultures like a fishier fish than we do in America. I much prefer the normal salmon. because
I would
it's
agree.
less
I'm
fishy
curious.
and
If
tastes
Rochi
more
was
like
here, I'd
normal
really
salmon
ask him.
to
Because I
me.
know,
The
like, Portugal,
lox
Brazil,
is
they go
phenomenal.
ham
When
on
we tasted
fish
that
there.
compared to the regular store-bought, I didn't love the flavor. I'm going C tier.
I think
You
I'm
don't
gonna
look
give
like
it
a
C tier.
Portuguese.
It's an arrestable offense. No, I'm gonna give it a D.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's an arrestable offense. What it means is albino salmon is getting C tier. We have made it to 100 feet below sea level, where colors begin noticeably disappearing. It's time for gooey duck. Gooey ducks live buried in sandy seafloors.
What the
and
hell is
have
that thing?
evolved these ridiculously long siphons that reach the surface of the water without exposing their bodies. All right, Cal, pass me the gooey duck. Thank you. Really nice gooey duck. At this depth, I think it's important we test our gooey duck and see how it handles the pressure. Oh, that gooey duck mixture is so wet. Oh, I want to eat this so bad, Kyle. Oh.
It's pretty good.
Can I try some of that? Dang, that's so good.
It's fluff, guys. Not that dumb.
I never thought I'd be eating fluff off your fingers, Kyle.
I did.
Next gooey duck.
I did.
All right, next gooey duck. A little small. Oh, this should work. Quite easily, the most unique looking shellfish in the entire world. This is a giant gooey duck. It's got this big old shell that's literally busting at the seams.
It looks
with
familiar.
meat.
I
And
can't
of
put my
course,
finger
most
on it.
distinctive is
It looks
that,
very
I guess
familiar.
we'll call it trunk or tail coming off the side. It kind of has this bounce. Oh, what? Yo! It's literally all over my phone. Oh, this is my freaking coffee. Why? I need a shower. Step one will very quickly blanch in hot water. From here, we can just very carefully separate from shell. Because we blanched it, we can now easily remove that outer layer. Sometimes I really just got no words. So we're gonna try eating this gooey duck 2 different ways. The first, extremely thinly sliced for some raw sashimi. Way more firm than I was expecting. From what I understand, the key is to go extremely thin. And we'll get this right onto a plate with some soy sauce and wasabi. This raw preparation will be able to
I don't like
truly
anything
taste that
about
gooey
this.
duck flavor.
I am
Now,
not
for
gonna
our
lie.
next
I don't like
preparation,
anything
will
about
be
what's
a little
going
bit
on here
more
with
of
this
that
one.
gooey duck that will slice up like so. Kind of just going for nice little bite-sized chunks. Because yes, we are turning this gooey duck into New England clam chowder. With our homemade chowder just about done, we'll add in that beautiful fresh gooey duck and let it simmer for just a few more minutes to cook through. Being from New England, this is just the most nostalgic food in the entire world. Needless to say, I have never done it with
Is
an
that the red
extremely
kind or the white
premium
kind?
Japanese gooey duck, but as they say, there's a first time for everything. Finishing with a little black pepper, parsley, and of course some bacon. I think it is finally time we give this gooey duck a taste. Nothing beats clam chowder. Let's see if gooey duck geoduck makes it better. So here's the thing. I called it geoduck once on a video. I got torn apart in the comments. Kyle will not stop calling it a geoduck.
Look how it's spelled and tell me that says gooey duck. Sometimes in clam chowder, it's very, very small and like a little sandy. This doesn't have that. It's very clean and bouncy and a really nice bite.
And it doesn't taste overcooked. It's like the perfect balance.
Yeah. It's also not overly fishy. It has a
Yeah,
really
overcooked
nice,
clams
clean,
is what they're
mild kind of
talking about,
clam
and
texture
that's not good
flavor.
for
At least
anyone.
in this context, it's phenomenal. All right, let's move over to the raw version.
Completely different experience than that first one. Oceany, briny, bouncy but mushy texture.
Almost like a boiled radish.
Completely different than this. This, you basically just taste the clam chowder. This one is in your face.
I think I really enjoy the texture.
Two completely different experiences here, and honestly, I'm really enjoying both.
I'm gonna land at a B.
I think this deserves A tier.
I gotta give it an A. I'm finishing this entire plate of gooey duck sashimi.
We've come full circle. Finally, you're willing to call it a gooey duck.
Look at this, and it's not gooey.
What it means is gooey duck has made it to A tier.
The ocean
Make sure to
peepness.
hold your breath because we are diving down to 150 feet below sea level to the prized Ishigaki dai. Known as spotted knife jaw, they have teeth fused into a beak that's powerful enough to crush sea urchins and shellfish, earning a reputation for its firm, sweet flesh. Now at this depth, our ocean
I've been
pressure should
falling
be
out
at
of love
roughly
with fish as a
66
whole here
psi
lately.
or 66 pounds per square inch. If my calculations are correct, it should be enough to crack this egg. Oh yeah, this is cracking in the weirdest way possible. Clearly this egg was no match for this baby, but some of the stuff we'll be crushing later should be a lot stronger.
Why, thank you, Max. Breakfast will be ready soon.
Something else getting crushed every month is
My hopes and dreams of becoming a federal prosecutor.
it's your wallet from your wireless bill, which is why I mix the flour. It's almost like a salt-crusted but also breaded combo, leading to what I'm hoping is the world's greatest crust on this fish. And just like they do in Thailand, we'll completely cover our fish in that mixture. Every time I make a salt-grilled fish, I always feel like it'll be way too salty. I don't want to jinx it, but somehow it always turns out incredible. That looks just about perfect.
That's some salt.
And we'll
That's
get
definitely
it
some
on the
salt.
grill. The key is not going excessively hot on the grill temperature. This is a pretty big fish. Oh yeah, that right there is the color we're looking for. Took roughly 20 minutes to cook through, and it should be done. I mean, the smell coming off this fish is out of control. It's this just perfect looking salt crust on there, served alongside the classic sweet, spicy, and sour Thai dipping sauce. We'll throw on a little bit
That I
of
could go
garnish
for.
just for color. There are probably some sushi chefs who are looking at me like I'm crazy for cooking this whole and not eating it raw. But again, if it tastes that good as sushi, we need to see how it tastes cooked over charcoal. Spotted knife jaw, grilled Thai style. Kyle actually introduced me to this.
It's amazing.
Very interesting.
I think I like the sauce and the salty outside more than I actually like the fish itself.
I way prefer a fatty Chilean sea bass or even a salmon, but that's just me.
I don't want to say we messed it up by not eating it like sashimi, but we might have messed up not eating it like sashimi.
I think we definitely messed it up.
But it's still incredible like
Still
this.
a phenomenal fish. We're just talking about like,
Does look
is it the
good.
best
Nice
fish we've
flaky.
ever had? Probably not.
The meat itself doesn't really have a flavor. It's a very subtle, clean flavor.
With the caveat that we probably should
There's
have
so
eaten
many
this
fish
raw.
that have
In
like
this
super flaky
format,
skin
I
like
think
that.
I'm
There's
giving
like
this
there's
a
just
C.
no
I'm gonna give
flavor
it a
difference.
C.
Like
It's
snapper,
good, but
cod,
it's really
tilapia,
not
like
blowing my
they all
socks
just taste
off.
the
I'm gonna
exact
give it a
same to me.
C.
They're the
She's not lying,
exact
the socks are
same to
still
me.
on.
Isn't it knocking my socks off?
I think so. With a bit of an asterisk, what it means is our spotted knife jaw is getting C tier. A massive jump to 500 feet below sea level. We're entering the mysterious twilight zone.
What
and
the hell that thing?
Absolutely wild trumpet fish. One of the most uniquely evolved predators with its extremely long snout. It also happens to be apparently incredibly tasty. At this depth, we've made it to 227 PSI, which should be enough to break this can of Coke, but let's see. Oh!
You think?
Hello. Wow. 227 pounds of pressure. Let's see how she tastes. Oh, ugh. Oh, you clean that thing, Kyle? Ugh. We've been lucky to have some extremely cool fish on this channel, but I think this one tops the list. Don't eat me! This is the craziest beak I've ever seen on a fish. Quite frankly,
That is a lot
the
of
only
snout,
beak I've
man.
ever seen on a fish. It's like extremely hard. How does it eat, I wonder? Like it's just like sucking up fish and it just goes. I can only imagine how terrifying
It's got
this
a
thing
straw.
would be swimming right at you. It's got this crazy dinosaur-like head with an extremely long snout. Clearly, this is what they
Crazy
call a
looking
trumpet
eyeball,
fish.
too.
And that was Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Oh, it's a trumpet fish, Kyle, not a trumpet. Here.
What the?
This beautiful kind of shrimp-like color, and what is going on with that tail? Crazy like string at the end of it. Just feeling it, I can tell the flesh is significantly more firm than most fish I've held. And we'll start to break it down. This here is actually the fish eggs. Take a look at this. Whoa, there's so many of them. Kyle, you want some fresh caviar? Open up.
I ate this growing up all the time. Oh!
Now, we'll just follow the backbone down, just like so. This is a super premium fish, so doing my best not to waste any.
I want to know the
We'll
budget
just
on
remove
videos like this,
so.
how much some of these
We are
fish
left
actually
with this
cost. Like these
absolutely
got to be
beautiful looking
ridiculously
fillet.
expensive.
Slice it
I'm
up
gonna do a
into
little
more
sidebar
manageable
research
pieces,
on the side here
Slightly
while I do it.
syrup the skin for some nice smoky flavor. Gently separating the loin, and we'll take some beautiful slices against the grain. For a fish that's this high quality, we're of course keeping it raw and serving it as sushi. I really hope this tastes good because this was by far the coolest fish I've ever worked with. All right, guys, we're officially getting down into pretty deep territory here. Yagara.
That's some really good sashimi.
Very interesting texture. Still pretty tender, almost kind of like squid. It has a bit of a
Oh,
chew.
they're not
It's really
that
good.
bad.
It's very clean, but I don't know if I can tell the difference
not
between
that
this
bad.
and your standard like yellowtail or something. Good sushi tastes like nothing. It's just the texture.
It does sort of have that
Trumpet fish's
generic
unique
white
predicare
fish
level
flavor,
is since
which
being
is
small
kinda
fish,
like
trumpet fish
nothing,
8 to
but for
14
me, it's more
inches.
about the
For like
I
a
really
small one,
appreciate
it's like
that it's not
$100.
fishy.
So
It's
that
almost
big one he
like
has there is
lion
probably a
fish.
couple
I
hundred
mean, that
bucks.
was honestly some of the best sushi I've ever had. I gotta go A tier.
Cool factor of the fish, S tier. But the fish itself, I think it's a solid B.
I think a B is fair.
What it means is Yagara is getting a very solid B tier. Making our way down to 700 feet below sea level, where sunlight is almost completely gone, we've reached mantis shrimp. Known for having the fastest
Mantis
punch
shrimp
in
are
the animal
nuts,
kingdom
dude.
and extraordinary bug-like vision, they truly look like insects of the sea. I promise you, these are by far the most wild-looking shrimp you will ever see. They honestly look more like insects than shrimp. The tails have this crazy
They do got that real
detail to
roach
them and all
appearance
these
to 'em.
Crazy sharp spikes. They got all these little flaps on their bellies to help them scurry around. And just check out the head. I mean, this thing straight up looks like an alien. Believe it or not, mantis shrimp have the fastest punch in the entire animal kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, when they smack their prey, the water
can
around
flash
the smack
boil it.
instantly boils, and it
Yeah,
comes
literally
out faster
flash
than a
boil
bull.
water with their
That's
punch. It's
fast.
so cool.
Not that fast.
Well, you can run faster.
Yeah.
There's a whole channel dedicated to a mantis shrimp. I can't remember the name of it, but
Now to prep, we'll need to start by slicing off those extremely sharp sections and those sides as well. And just for a better bite, we'll remove all those little flippy floppies. That should be perfect, and we'll get it on the grill. Basically just treating these like any other shrimp, keeping that heat high to try to get some nice color. Here, we'll just give them a nice flip. For an extra little pop of flavor, hitting it with this miso ginger
Miso
glaze.
ginger.
Oof, it is already smelling incredible. And just like that, they're good to go. And there we have a beautiful plate of miso grilled mantis shrimp, and then with a little bit of freshness. Honestly, these might be the best smelling of the day. Let's see how they taste. Hey guys, let us know, Kyle or mantis shrimp, who's faster?
Kyle, Kyle.
Are they bugs? Are they shrimp? Let's find out.
They're sea bugs.
Way different than any other shrimp I've ever eaten. Mushier
Whoa,
and more
it looks so
crab-like
weird.
than shrimp-like.
Tastes exactly like crab.
It has this very strange, almost string cheese-like texture though.
I don't like it.
It's a fun food to eat, but definitely peel the spikes off because that thing is sharp.
There's some aftertaste going on.
The taste of it is a little sweet. Maybe that's coming from the sauce, but it's
wild.
giving fake crab. crab. I don't love it.
I actually really enjoy
Oh,
the
my arms
experience
are
of
so
eating this, though.
bad.
Like, you kind of have to work for it. It's not the most amount of meat. It's just fun. I think for me, the flavor is closer to a C tier, but because I'm enjoying this experience so much, I'm gonna give it a B tier.
I'm kind of underwhelmed with this one. I'm gonna give it a C tier.
Not my favorite. I'm gonna give it a C.
I respect it. What it means is mantis shrimp is getting C tier. Diving way down to 900 feet below sea level, where sunlight all but disappears, the firefly squid creates its own light. Firefly squid are among the
Bioluminescence,
ocean's
baby.
most spectacular bioluminescent creatures, with millions gathering near Japan's shores each spring to spawn, illuminating the
cool.
coastline in an electric blue glow. And what we have here is a real fresh tray of firefly squid. Shipped in from the Toyama Prefecture, these are extremely
they're so
rare
small.
because they're
I didn't expect them to
literally
be that
only in
small.
season like 2 or 3 weeks a year. Wow, they are way smaller than I was expecting. It's crazy to think millions of these come to the Toyama Bay and literally light up the night in that blue color, but apparently they're delicious and an absolute delicacy. Now to cook, what we're basically making is a Japanese firefly fritter, almost like a scallion pancake. Yes, you can eat these things whole. Apparently, like, the inside guts taste amazing. And we'll get them in the oil to fry. It really shouldn't take long at all to develop some nice golden brown color. That should be perfect. We have our beautiful little firefly squid interlaced between that crispy egg. Truly one of the world's most unique deep water squid. Let's see how they taste. Firefly squid, they're literally only available 2 weeks per year. Let's see if they live up to the hype.
I love the scallion flavor in it.
This is a squid
Yeah.
that comes by once per year. And what you like most about this is the scallion flavor.
I love scallion.
What I will say, if you pull the guts out of the squid, it gets way better. You just eat the top.
Yes, okay, that's what I ate and I was uncertain about.
Apparently people love the inside. I don't as much. The outside is great.
It reminds me of whole belly clams when you bite into the whole belly clam and it just kind of squirts in your mouth. A little like murky in a way, but
It's like good, but not good.
yes.
I just found an eyeball. I think you're
Little
supposed to take
murked
that
up.
out, straight up.
All right, my friends. It's a very interesting video for sure. There's a lot of these things I don't know if I'd be able to try or not. I really don't. Again, big reminder. I might try to do an impromptu stream. Maybe I'll do an impromptu stream either tomorrow or Saturday. There's potential for it. I will try my best to get an impromptu in, but Friday stream is definitely not going to happen due to the art exhibit I am going to. So I will be doing that. Guaranteed I will be live Monday at noon Eastern. Some more fun there. Appreciate all you guys showing up today. I am going to call it here for the day. It's been a fun little stream, but I got some stuff to do around the house here. So I'm going to get that going. Happy hump day to all. Hope everyone is happy, healthy, well fed. Again, I will try for that impromptu stream. I really will. We'll do a surprise one, see who shows up, see who's free. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Just kind of see what's going on with that. But we'll check in soon. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.